What are the key texts of liberation theology? Have you ever wondered how religion can intersect with social justice? Liberation theology offers a fascinating perspective on this topic. It combines Christian beliefs with a strong critique of social and economic injustices, particularly in Latin America. So, what are the key texts that shape this movement? One of the most important works is A Theology of Liberation by Gustavo Gutiérrez. Published in 1971, this book argues that Christianity must actively engage in political struggles for the poor and oppressed. Gutierrez emphasizes that poverty and oppression are not just personal issues but are rooted in social structures, especially capitalism. He introduces the idea of social sin, suggesting that sin exists not only at an individual level but also within societal systems. Another significant figure in liberation theology is Leonardo Boff. His writings expand on the spiritual and social aspects of liberation. Boff stresses the importance of both earthly and spiritual freedom. Juan Luis Segundo also contributes to this discourse by focusing on spiritual liberation as part of the overall process of achieving justice. Together, these authors challenge the traditional view that wealth is a divine reward and encourage Christians to oppose capitalism while supporting socialism as a more just alternative. Liberation theology also draws heavily from Marxist analysis. Karl Marx's critiques of capitalism, alienation, and exploitation provide a framework that liberation theologians adapt to Christian thought. While Marx's works like The Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital are not religious texts, they help interpret biblical stories, such as the Exodus, as calls for social and political liberation. This interpretation highlights the struggle between the oppressed and the oppressors. From a communist viewpoint, liberation theology aligns with the goal of dismantling capitalist systems and establishing socialism. It frames poverty and oppression as systemic issues caused by capitalism. This perspective encourages Christians to engage in political activism and community organizing to redistribute power and resources. In practical terms, liberation theology promotes action informed by reflection, known as praxis, to transform society towards socialism. The key texts of liberation theology include Gustavo Gutiérrez's A Theology of Liberation, the writings of Leonardo Boff, and the contributions of Juan Luis Segundo. These works collectively advocate for a Christianity that actively opposes capitalism and supports socialist transformation, resonating with communist goals in Latin America.